Hi, and welcome to Virtual Instruction with David Brown. I am your host for today's interactive lecture in Census. My PLC group members and I look forward to hearing your opinion on the topic of students with exceptionalities, pertaining generally to the implementation of funding and the programs already set in place. More specifically, are the funds and the programs set in place sufficient enough to provide the necessary environment to fully develop the capabilities of our exceptional students? Passed out is a handout with pros and cons. I would like to describe some statistics along with general facts. As I present each fact and statistic, I would like the class to work together in deciding if any of my facts, states, equate to a pro or con for the programs and funding in use. Pause the video in between facts and stats in order to provide adequate time for the class to discuss and decide on where facts or stats should be categorized. The NCLB, or No Child Left Behind, defines gifted and talented students as children and youth who give evidence of high achievement in areas such as intellectual, creative, artistic, leadership capacity, or excel in specific academic fields and who need services or activities not provided by the schools to fully develop these capabilities. The NCLB defines gifted and talented students as children and youth who give evidence of high achievement in areas such as intellectual, creative, artistic, leadership capacity, or excel in specific academic fields and who need services or activities not provided by the schools to fully develop those capabilities. Over 5.3 million limited English proficient students in grades pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. Over 5.3 million limited English proficient students in grades pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. According to LouisianaBelieves.com, students with disabilities in some school districts may be eligible for the School Choice Program, which provides families with the tuition assistance to attend eligible participating schools that offer special needs programs. Students wishing to attend a non-public school in parishes with a population of 190,000 or more are eligible for this program. Participating private schools must be eligible to receive state funding. No federal legislation requires states to provide services to gifted and talented students, and unfortunately most states, 29 out of 50, and school districts do not offer any funding for gifted education. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are underrepresented in programs for the gifted and talented, while whites and Asian Americans are disproportionately represented. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are underrepresented in programs for the gifted and talented, while white and Asian Americans are disproportionately represented. ADHD students are not specifically included under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. ADHD students are not specifically included under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Since the passage of IDEA, the number of children served by federally supported programs increased every year until 2004. Since 2004, the number has declined. Great job working together. It's not always easy getting a group to decide on where facts and stats are categorized. Now, some of you might be feeling like your opinion wasn't voiced and you were at odds with your classmates. Good. Now is the time to channel that frustration into a formulated opinion for or against the present funding in institutions currently upheld. In other words, are IDEA and their institutions effective in providing proper education, not only for exceptional students, but also so not to disrupt the progress of the other 80% of student population represented in public schools? If all else fails, just look at the image about fair selection and testing tree climbing abilities. If there is time available, my PLC members will gather your opinions and create a consensus either for or against IDEA. Thank you for watching Virtual Instruction with David Brown. Genevieve will take over from here and provide further introspect into the controversial issue of standardized testing.